Hey, Joey.
Hi, Rideep. How are you?
Great, great. Very excited to do this. I don't know. I think you must have. I don't know if you just joined. I just made an announcement that we're giving the students a couple of more minutes. We're going to be starting by 1:35 sharp for everyone
Okay.
who's joined.
Okay, Rideep. So we always start on time,
Okay.
because people have joined on time. So let's
That's
start.
also
So,
true.
before you begin, I just want to welcome you guys. Thank you for doing this demo session. Everyone else, students, I hope, you make the most of this session. And, if you like the session, do sign up for the course that Frantically Speaking is offering. You'll get that. I'm sure Radeep will take you through the details
Yeah.
at the end of the demo session. The idea is basically, at the university and otherwise as well, there is a lot of scope in improvement in terms of communication for each one of us. And the idea is that through these sessions with Frantically Speaking, and they have a well proven track record of doing communication sessions like these. So the idea is that you feel more confident while talking, you and communicating. You use better grammar, correct grammar, and you get rid of stage fright. So that's the whole idea behind doing these sessions. I hope, like I said, I hope you make the most of them. We have Bhomick who will be doing the session for you, and of course Vidhi from Frantically Speaking. So over to you guys, and you may want to begin.
Thanks so much, Joey. Thank you for that introduction. So yeah, guys, I think we'll kick things off now. Just to reiterate what Joey said, I was a very introverted and very shy student, and it really affected my confidence in the way I communicated. But after quite a lot of practice, after reading a lot of books, doing courses, actually embarrassing myself on stage multiple times and everything, came to realize that if such a course was available for me back in college, it would have greatly benefited me in terms of my personality development, in terms of my professional development, and everything in between, which is why we are so passionate about this in the first place. Having said that, I'm going to introduce the coach who's actually going to be taking this entire demo session and the rest of the curriculum forward. I've already introduced him in some of the videos before, but just to reiterate, this guy is known as one of the best mindset and communication coaches. He's a TEDx speaker. He's a best-selling author as well. I highly recommend you check out his book. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go along as well. And he has been training students for the past 10 years and has trained over 1,000 plus students like yourselves in the spaces of communication and mindset training. So without any further delay, let me introduce you to Bhomick Sen. Bhomick, over to you.
Thank you, Rideep. Thank you, Juhi, for letting us, hold this particular demo in your premises. And thanks, Rideep, for the lovely introduction you gave. I hope I'm audible and visible. Hello.
Yeah. You're good.
All right, guys. So I think without further ado, let's kick off this particular session. Good afternoon, guys, and I'm equally excited as you guys are for this particular demo session, right? So let's kick it off. I'll be sharing my screen. Just give me a thumbs up once you see the screen. Just give me a thumbs up, guys, if you can see the screen. A thumbs up, right? I can see many thumbs ups. All right. Okay, so I think Rideep introduced me. Thanks for that, Rideep. And I think Rideep, you missed out on introducing one more person who's available over here, and I would like to introduce that guy. Now, this guy is Mr. Teddy. Okay, this guy is Mr. Teddy, and this guy has been with me for last 10 years. For last 10 years. And he has been attending all my sessions on communication, on mindset, on personality development, spoken English, and whatnot, right? But the only point here is that I have not seen any improvement in this guy since the time I have got him in my house. So any reasons you could think of, feel free to write in the chat box, guys. I want this session to be highly interactive. Please feel free to write in the chat box that what are the reasons you think that there's no improvement in this particular guy. He has been attending all my sessions for past 10 years, but no improvement at all. If you can just write in the chat box, I can see the chat box as well. If you can just write in the chat box, what other reasons do you think that this guy is not, performing or has not improved even a bit? Okay, Pranav says never tried something new. Okay, what else? Guys, yes, lack of self-efforts. Okay, Kushi says lack of self-efforts. What else? Lazy. Yeah, he seems like one. Never implement. All right. Consistent, no practice. Okay. All right. So I think if I just take one point out of here, that is, this guy is a non-living being, right? And he cannot listen. He cannot listen. He has got ears, but he cannot listen. And because he cannot listen, he cannot implement. He cannot take action. He cannot participate in my sessions, right? But you guys can. I'm sure you guys do have, active ears. You guys have wonderful set of brains, and you guys can listen and are equally enthusiastic to participate. So let me know who wants to be like a Teddy. I'm sure no one, right? I'm sure no one would like to be like this particular Teddy over here. And for that, I would request you guys to be physically and mentally present for next, 70, 80, 90 minutes. जब तक ये session चलता है तब तक be physically and mentally present and do participate, guys. Do involve yourself, because involve आप जितना करोगे उतना ही ज़्यादा benefit you will be able to take out of this session. All right. So let's start here. Let me know how many times it has happened, guys, with you that you have cracked a joke and no one has laughed. You cracked a joke, no one laughed. In college, how many times it has happened that you know a concept that you are an expert at, but someone else who is not that well educated on that concept takes the spotlight. How many times do you find yourself struggling to communicate your thoughts and ideas to anyone in general? How many times do you prefer sitting in the audience like this, laid back, and do not ask questions and do not stand and share your ideas? And how many times do you have that urge to speak? कि हाँ यार मैं बोलना तो चाहता हूँ, मैं बोलना तो चाहती हूँ, but something is holding you back, guys. Something is holding you back, right? I know it happens many a times with us. It happens actually many a time. And if that is the case with you guys, if that is the case with you, I'm sure that you are missing out on something big. You are missing out on some big things in your life, guys, right? Now, just for a minute, close your eyes and imagine, what if your communication skills were brilliant? If you were an expert communicator, how your life would have been? It would have helped you to stand out of the crowd. The conversations you do with your peers, with your dean, with your teachers, right, with your friends, with your relatives would have been more productive, meaningful, and impactful. You would have been able to convince others to your point of view without being pushy, right? These are the powers you would have got if your communication skills were effective and were brilliant. It would have enabled you to stand out for yourself and get what you want. And definitely this is a no-brainer. It would have helped you grow in your career, would have helped you to get a better raise and early promotion. Out of term promotion is what I believe in, guys. And it would have helped you in a better engagement with peers and seniors and given you a big visibility and authority. Now, let me know if any of you disagree with this. Now, write in the chat box if you agree with this particular slide, that if your communication skills were effective, if you were an effective communicator, all these things would have happened in your life. Just give me a yes in the chat box, guys. Just give me a yes. I'm waiting for your yeses here. Yeah, I can see a lot of yeses coming in. Thank you for your prompt replies, guys, over here. Guys, the ability to communicate your thoughts and ideas, right? And able to persuade your peers, seniors, even your partners can skyrocket the quality of your life, guys. It can actually skyrocket the quality of your life, keeping all skills constant. Now, guys, over the period of last 15 years, right? For last 10 years, I've been giving these training, but for last 15 years, I've been working as a professional as well. I'm still working as a professional in one of the MNCs, right? And I've taken more than 500 interviews. I've taken for more than 500 interviews, and keeping all the skills constant, I know communication skills is the differentiator. Believe you me, guys, communication skills is the differentiator. Even personally, how many interviews I have given, only one thing stood out for me, and that was the communication skills. It was the only thing because of which I was able to crack my campus interview back in 2005. Back in 2005, I was the first one to get selected out of my batch. Well, that's a separate story. I'll talk about it later. But if you go to Google and do just a normal research as to what are the top 10 skills which industry is seeking right now, the research is absolutely clear, guys. There's no brainer, no second thought that communication skills are the most sorted skills in the industry right now, guys. And excellent communication skills are a mandate. जैसे हमारे in our college subjects, right, there are some subjects which are mandatory, some are like selectives, right? You can either go for them or not. But guys, communication skills is a mandate. इसके बिना गुजारा नहीं है बिल्कुल भी. Excellent communication skills are a mandate in the new global and diverse workplace. And just to add on to that, specifically in this COVID scenario, wherein we have been put in these silos, and we are working from the silos from our home, and we are getting less of a face time with our peers, etc. Communication skills become even more important in these times, right? So that is about the communication skills. And if on top of it you become good at public speaking, guys, I can guarantee you this would become a huge competitive advantage in your life, a huge competitive advantage. Do you know why? Because more than 80% of your competition, more than 80% of your peers are lacking it. Now they have not started the race, and you are already one step ahead. So that is a competitive advantage you will be having if you are good at public speaking on top of communication skills, guys, right? And generally what happens is I receive a lot of queries that and there's a certain belief system that says that communication skills are only required in our professional world. No, guys, it's also required in your personal world. Your personal space requires the communication skills. Your professional space does require, definitely. Your relationship, how do you communicate with your spouse, with your friends? The relationship, the bond you form depends upon how effective communicator you are, guys. And last but not the least, it's the self-fulfillment at the end of the day, what you receive, that yes, you have done your work in the best way, you have communicated in the best way, and you are having fulfilling relationships, and everything is fine. So communication skills is not only limited to your professional world, but it has a 360-degree holistic approach, guys. That is why it becomes really, really important to work on your communication skills. Acha, yahan par, before I talk more about communication skills, I'll come to English as well, right? So there are some myths which I need to break. Okay. Now, बहुत बारी बच्चे कहते हैं, people say that good communication skills are speaking well, English proficiency. Now, how many of you believe? I mean, I know it's a myth right now, but before this slide, how many of you think that if you speak well, if you speak good English, your communication skills are good? Just write yes or no in the chat box. If you think that speaking good English makes you good at communication, just write yes or no. Does speaking good English makes your communication good or no? No? Okay, I can see many no's and a yeses also coming in. All right, guys. So let me tell you one thing, guys. English is just a language. English is just a language, right? It's the medium via which you transfer the message to the other party, right? But communication is a skill. There is a lot of difference. There's a lot of difference between these two, right? Communication skill is not equivalent to speaking good English. Please bear that in mind. Now, having said that, English has its own importance in the given scenario today, and I will come to that in the later slides. But usse pehle, this myth needs to be broken that, if I can speak well, if I can speak good English, I'm a good communicator. No, there are totally different things, right? They're totally different things. Now, whenever we think of a thing in our mind, if you are able to form the same picture in the other person's mind, then you are effective communicator. And that message transfer can be through Hindi, can be through English, can be through Gujarati, Marathi, any language. But the final thing is that you should be able to make the same picture in the other person's mind as you are thinking, clearly and without any ambiguity. Totally clearly, right? That is what communication skills means. Doesn't matter मैं यहाँ पे खड़ा होकर जितनी मर्जी इंग्लिश बोल लूं, right? And जितना मर्जी अच्छा बोल लूं, if I'm not able to persuade you on the communication skills का importance, or if I'm not able to deliver my message correctly, my English is just waste, right? Or my speaking well is just a waste. Okay, so the point is that the message should be clearly communicated. All right, guys, so how many of you want to become an effective communicator and supercharge your career in life? Just write yes, just write yes. I want to see yeses. I want to see a lot of yeses here, guys. Okay, wow, receiving tremendous and prompt responses. Definitely yes is what I could see as well. Okay, all right, so now let me know, just write in the chat box, how many times a month do you have to present or deliver a public speech? How many times a month do you have to deliver a presentation or deliver a public speech? Just write in the chat box, guys. In a month, how many times? 1 or 2, 1 or 2 is what I am getting. 3 to 4 times, 1 to 2 times, okay. 3 to 4, okay. 4 to 5, 2 to 3 times. So if I take the average of you guys of the responses, I could say, you know, on an average 3 times a month, right? 3 times a month. But guys, I'm sorry to say that you all are wrong here. I'm sorry to say that. You know why? Because you are presenting all the time. You are presenting all the time, guys. You're doing public speaking all the time. Just the audience size differs. Just the audience size differs, but you are doing public speaking, you are doing presenting all the time, guys. You know, even when you're talking one-to-one with your friend, you are doing public speaking. You are communicating. Even when you are addressing a small group of your friends in a gathering, in a party, you are doing public speaking. You are presenting yourself. Even if you are doing college presentations, or for that matter, Viva, right? Or any presentation to deans or the you know, industries or the companies who are coming in, you're doing public speaking. Or if you are addressing a large audience, you are doing public speaking, guys. So you're actually doing it 24/7, 365. How can you ignore such an important part of your life, guys? Right? It's really important. Okay, so पहली चीज, सबसे पहली चीज, चाहे वो public speaking है 1-to-1, चाहे public speaking है 1 to medium group or a group of your friends or a large audience, सबसे पहली चीज होती है what? It's introducing yourself, right? It is introducing yourself. You know, it is said that the first impression is the last impression. It's not usually the last impression, but then it is the heaviest impression. You know, uski weightage sabse zyada hoti hai. If I fumble, you know, now let me know if I would have started this session in this manner. All right, good afternoon, guys. My name is Bhomick. Thank you, Rideep, for introducing me. Today we'll be talking about communication skills. Now let me know how many of you would have, you know, just formed that impression ki yaar ye to bekar hai. I know many of you would have formed. 90% of you would have formed that impression. Maza nahi aayega. So introduction, the first thing when you meet a person, the introduction is the main thing. That is the best time you can make the impact. You can win or lose the game at that very point in time. So here we can, you know, talk about, I can talk about many good practices to follow while introducing. कि किस तरह से खुद को introduce आप करो, किन किन चीजों का ध्यान रखो जब आप खुद को introduce कर रहे हो. What are the things you should be following, right? And what are the things you should not be doing while introducing? And so many details, you know, that is so much theory and so much practical stuff written about it, and you know, it's there on the net. Lekin, let me tell you one thing. We'll not talk about these. I'll talk about just one thing. And friends, if you do this thing right now, if you do this thing right, mark my words, more than half of the battle is won. More than half of the battle is won if you do this one thing right. Do you want to know what that thing is? Just write yes. Do you want to know what that thing is? What that one thing is? Yes, definitely. I just love the responses. I just love the promptness of the responses. You are giving me energy, guys. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. So if you do this thing right, more than half of the battle is won, and that is your body language. Ah, sir, body language, ye kya hota hai? I don't believe you, sir. Nahi, ye kya baat hai? Now, you know, many of you believe that yes, to an extent, body language is important. many of you would say, no sir, I disagree with you. Words are more important. भाई जो हम बोल रहे हैं वो ज्यादा important है rather than body language. Okay, so let's try one thing. I would like each one of you to, turn on the cameras for a bit, because I would like to see all of you for this particular activity. If you can just all do that, please, for me. Just turn on your cameras, guys. Just turn on your cameras. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Awesome. Awesome. I can see the cameras getting on. Very nice. Very nice. This is an awesome set of students, awesome. All right. So what you need to do here, guys, is you need to put your right hand over the left hand. You need to put your right hand over the left hand. आजकल right में होता है, ध्यान रखना. So you need to put your right hand over the left hand. Just do it, guys. That's the reason I've turned your cameras on. Okay. Now on the count of 3, we will do a clap. What we'll do? We'll do a clap. ठीक है? जैसे 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Clap, clap, clap. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice. 1, 2. Ooh. I can see a lot of you guys clapping, but I didn't say 3. Now tell me, who told you to clap when I didn't utter a word called 3? Who gave you that signal कि आपको ताली बजानी है? आपको ये signal किसने दिया? My body language. My body language, right? Now tell me, what is more important, words or body? And if you're still not convinced, let me tell you one more. Let me give you one more demonstration. Guys, I'm feeling very happy today. Today is the best day of my life. You know why? Because I've got my dream job today. Today is the best day of my life. Now tell me, what do you believe? Do you believe my words or do you believe my body language? If you believe my body language, give me a thumbs up. If you believe my body language, give me a thumbs up, guys. Your videos are on, give me a thumbs up. If you believe my body language, right? Body language is really important, guys. All right. So now it's your wish. You can keep your cameras on or off. Totally up to you. My work is done. So, importance of body language. Now, this is something not what I'm saying, right? This is Meherban's model of Meherban's research, what he did, and he came out with these numbers that, if you take care of body language, more than 55% of the communication part is done. It is done. Rest 38% is your voice tone, your modulation, your pauses, what you give during your talk, right? 38%. And only 7% is what is your words. Only 7%, guys. है ना कमाल की बात? जिस चीज को हम लोग इतना importance देते हैं, that carries only 7% of importance, and the rest of the importance is the way your body is talking to the audience, right? The energy you are transferring while doing your talk, while communicating. That is what that matters. The eye contact, the body posture, the hand movements, the facial expressions. This is all what matters the most here, guys. All right. So introduction के बहुत सारे तरीके हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, we'll be talking more in our main course as well. But at this point in time, if you take care of your one thing, that is your body language, you will be done. और body language ज़्यादा कोई rocket science नहीं है. आपके कंधे सीधे होने चाहिए, right? You should be standing straight. And if you don't know what to do with your hands, just form a simple power pose. Now, what's a power pose? You do like this. Okay, you do like this, and you keep your hands near your navel. That's it. This is the power pose. अगर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा कि आपने हाथों के साथ क्या करना है, just form a power pose. You should be straight and smiling, and eye contact का आपको ध्यान रखना है. That is all you need while doing a presentation. Okay, so body language is very important. Now what we'll be doing now, I think हम सबने कहा था यहाँ पे शुरुआत में हम सबने बोला था कि we would not be like a teddy, right? So I think we are how many? We are 67 odd, audience present over here, and I would really want some of you, a handful of you, to come up and introduce yourself. Don't worry, no one is judging you. This is a completely safe environment, guys. No one is judging you here, right? And if you come up, I have a special gift for you guys towards the end of the session. जो भी volunteer करेगा, जितने भी लोग volunteer करेंगे, उन सब के लिए I have a special gift. So come up here and आपको introduction देना कैसे है? You have to tell your name. Okay, just a minute. You have to tell your name. You have to tell where you are from. What are your interest areas, and why do you think that communication skills are important, right? Just speak for yourself for 60 seconds. Okay, so I am I'm again muting myself, and I'm giving a chance to you guys to speak. Okay, so who wants to go? I can see Pranav. Yeah, yes, Pranav, go ahead, Pranav.
Hi guys, myself Pranav Kumar Shah, and I am from Bihar, and right now I'm pursuing my Bachelor in Arts from Ahmedabad University, and I'm interested in singing, acting, and fitness. So these are my hobbies. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Pranav. Thank you. I think, can we have a round of applause for the first guy? The first one is really, it takes courage to speak first. All right, who wants to go next? Disha?
Yeah. Hello guys.
Disha, can you turn your camera on, please, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. Hey guys, this is Disha here, and I'm from Ahmedabad, and I'm pursuing IMB from Ahmedabad University, and my interested areas include dancing and singing, and I believe that communication skills are important because it will help to boost the confidence of a person. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Disha. Can we have a round of applause again for her? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Who wants to go next? I can see Akshita's hand raised. Akshita? All right, so who wants to go next? Okay, Akshita. Yes, you are audible, Akshita. Very much.
Hi guys, I'm Akshita Maheshwari I'm from Ahmedabad University. I belong from Rajasthan, Byawar, Ajmer district, and I'm currently pursuing for IMBA third year from Ahmedabad University. I am not a localite from Ahmedabad, and my interested area and clubbing all the things together and merging everything into coming up with something very innovative. So my interest is to make something new and to create something new, and I'm very keen to start up with something new business and something startup for myself. And for me, I really think communication skills is very important because it have a great impact on other people who listen to us. Just now, as you told us that the way you speak and the way you express yourself is the key to have an impact on someone else. And I truly believe in that, and I have that key in my life, and I work on that. And I love to improve my communication skills, and that's why I'm here. Thanks a lot.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Akshita. Can we have a round of applause for her as well? Very nice. So who wants to go next? I can see 4 hands raised. Very nice. So I think it's Hiral Virani. Yes, Hiral, go ahead.
Hello, so my name is Hiral Virani from Ahmedabad. My interests, like my hobbies are traveling, exploring, and I'm inclined towards pursuing my career in CFA. And I think communication is important because we can put forth our point confidently. Thank you.
Thank you, Hiral. Again, a round of applause for all the participants and for Hiral over here. Okay, who wants to go next?
Can I try?
Sorry, who's that? I think I can see Anurag's video is on.
Yeah. Hello, myself Anurag Jain. I am from Jaora, Madhya Pradesh. My interest areas lies in finance area and like playing badminton. I feel communication skills is important to make sense between conversing with another person. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Anurag. A round of applause, guys. Thank you. I can see a couple of hands more raised. Khushi and Kalki. If you guys
hi, I'm Khushi. I'm from Jamnagar.
Sorry, Khushi, if you want to turn on your cameras, please.
I'm sorry, but I am not really in this situation. I'm really sorry.
That's all right. I understand. Okay, go ahead, Khushi.
Okay, so I'm from Jamnagar. My interest areas are dancing and little bit of reading. I am currently in BCom honors in Ahmedabad University itself. And I think communication is not only important for ourselves to express better, but also for other parties to interpret in a right way, in a right manner. So yeah, I think it's really important for all of us, not only in a particular field, but for everyone.
Very nicely said,
Thank
Khushi.
you.
Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause again, guys? All right, थोड़ा सा कमी लग रही है मेरे को राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज में. एक बारी स्माइली ही तो देना है यार, जो रिएक्शन है उसको ही तो देना है एक बारी. Just do that, guys, everyone. Reactions में जाके करना है. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. Now then, who wants to go next? Kalki.
So yes, I'm Kalki Bhavsar and currently pursuing BTech in Information and Communication Technology from Ahmedabad University, and I am currently staying in Bharuch, Gujarat, and my interest areas are cooking, dancing, and drawing, as well as coding and making applications. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Kalki. A round of applause again for Kalki, guys. Very nice. I can see one more hand raised. Zainab, if I pronounce it correctly. Zainab.
Yes, it's correct. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Zainab and I'm from Rajasthan. My interest areas are reading, writing, and editing. And I feel communication is important because it helps you in holding better conversations with other people. And you can articulate your ideas pretty well if you know how to converse and communicate with others.
Very nice. Very nicely said. Thanks, Zainab. All right, I can see Purva's hand. Oh, sorry. A round of applause for Zainab. A round of applause for Zainab as well, right? Okay. Purva, I can see Purva's hand raised.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I cannot switch on my camera right now. I don't have my webcam on me. Hi,
Okay.
my name is Purva and I'm from Kolkata. My interest areas lies in painting, sketching, and sometimes I like to go for walks and all. And I think communication skills are very important owing to the pandemic situation and to the virtual reality that we are coming in and expressing ourselves. Yeah, so those are the three things. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. A big round of applause for Purva as well, guys. All right. So thank you so much for participating so enthusiastically and खुले दिल से participate करने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और if we can have a round of applause for all the participants from each one of you in the room, guys, please do that. That really encourages us. Really encourages us and the participants. All right. I can see a lot of clapping emoticons over here. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, it really matters, guys. The way you introduce yourself, it actually makes an impact. And the only idea of this activity was to involve you. Had it been a real offline session in the class, it would have been more fun. But that is how, I try to involve you guys during this virtual session. All right, now coming to the most favorite part, that is the English part. Now, how many of you think that English is a very important language given the context of today global conditions? Just write yes or no. How many of you think I? Just write I. Just write I if you think that it is really important. Yes, just write I in the chat box, guys. Yep, it is really important. Yeah. I'm glad that we all agree to this particular point. Although spoken English is not equivalent to communication skills, but the hard reality is somewhere down the line, if you are good at English, your perceived value becomes more. You know what is perceived value? The way you perceive the other person. कि हाँ यार ये English बोलता है, अच्छा बोलता है या अच्छी बोलती है. So the person must be good. ये एक unfortunately एक perceived value जो है, ये हमारा बढ़ जाता है when we speak good English, right? And there's nothing wrong with it, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely fine. This is the way, this is the world where we are living in, right? Now, let me throw some light onto why English is a must, right? Now, if you are thinking of working or studying abroad, no brainer, English is a must, right? English is a must, and English is the most widely spoken language. You know that, right? Organizations prefer people with command over English, especially the organization who have an international clientele. Now, I have been working in IT industry for last 15 years, right? And all my clients have been either in US or in UK. So all these 15 years, it has been all English for me. because my clients are from that particular area. And if I want to grow in my career, have that impact, I need to be good in English. And I'll come to that with my story of, how I learned English in just a short span of time. More opportunities open up globally for you. Okay. More opportunities. It helps you to stand out of the crowd. In this era of digitalization, English is a must for online international business. It is language of the web, guys. Many of you students must have been applying for some internships, etc., either in India or outside, right? So once you are good in English, you can talk to people who are sitting in US. For example, you are very good at coding, you're very good at say Java or Python, etc., right? And there is a guy who wants to get this application built, and he'll be giving you in dollars. Now, if you are not good at English, you are missing out on that opportunity, right? So more opportunities like this, because this is an era of digitalization. Things are digitalizing at a very fast pace, guys, very, very fast pace. So you need to know English, because that is where you can get more opportunity. And again, as I said, freelancing, English is a globally accepted language. But now, having said that, I would like to put a disclaimer here. Good English does not equal good communication skills. Why I'm repeating this point time and again, because English is just a language, guys, which is globally accepted, right? It opens up your horizons, but it is not equivalent to good communication skills. Okay, that is a different volume altogether. Now here, because I've been with students for last 10 years, I understand the psychology behind, what are the major roadblocks for English. Because I personally have gone through that particular embarrassment, that particular hard times when I didn't, when I was not able to speak English, good English, proper English. I'll tell you about that. So I understand, one of the major roadblocks is, yaar, meri vocabulary achhi nahi hai. Yaar, meri grammar achhi nahi hai. How many of you think that? If my vocabulary is good, if my grammar is good, I can learn English and I can speak English very well. How many of you think that? How many of you think that, guys? Okay, I can see just some direct messages coming in as well. Okay. All right. So, this is the major roadblock. Let me tell you one thing. The vocabulary and grammar are secondary. Dhyan se sunna, guys, is baat ko, because, I work on the mindset. Agar yahan pe baat clear ho jayegi, so things will become very easy for you. Dhyan se sunna is point, which is very important. And this is something I have, I have induced, and I have actually come to this conclusion after 10 years of my coaching experience. Okay, that vocabulary and grammar are secondary. Ye sab secondary cheeze hai. What is the main thing? आपका why क्या है? What is your why? आप English सीखना क्यों चाहते हो? What is the why behind you learning the English language? Why? क्यों सीखना चाहते हो? गलती हम लोग ये करते हैं कि हम लोग why को तो क्लियर करते नहीं है. हम लोग why को बिल्कुल क्लियर नहीं करते, और कोई बर्निंग रीजन नहीं होता हमारे पास इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए, और हम लोग हाउ के पीछे भागते हैं कि इंग्लिश कैसे सीखी जाए. हम लोग हाउ के पीछे भागते हैं, हम लोग why क्लियर नहीं करते. Guys, till the time your why is not clear, you might be able to go ahead with the journey. But once you face the challenges, you will step back. You will actually step back. जब तक एक burning desire, एक burning reason नहीं होगा ना कि English क्यों सीखनी है आपको, तब तक आप वो efforts डालोगे ही नहीं कि आपको English आ जाए अच्छे से. And that is one of the major roadblocks. I'll come to the second one. This is one of the major roadblocks. He who has a why can endure anyhow. जिसका why clear है लाइफ में, चाहे वो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज से रिलेटेड हो, चाहे अपने गोल से रिलेटेड हो, एक बार आपका why clear है कि मैं वहां पे क्यों पहुंचना चाहता हूं या क्यों पहुंचना चाहती हूं, रास्ते में जितने भी वो how पार्ट में जितने भी obstacles आएंगे, you will be able to endure them, guys. Let me tell you my story. Now this is really interesting, and this is actually based on the why part of it, and that is why I lay so much emphasis on the why. Now, 2001 to 2005, I was in college. I was doing BTech in 2001 to 2005. Okay. Now, I'm born and brought up in Delhi. Studied in an English medium school till 12th, and till 12th I was in the same school. I didn't have many friends, or I would say I just had a couple of friends. Just couple of friends. That's the level of introvert I was. Okay, introvert person I was. Okay, now, and then there were some more things which build up for me to land up in a public speaking course. Okay, in 2002 I did a public speaking course. अब उसके पीछे की बहुत सारी वजहें हैं. I'll be telling you in the main course that how those things happened. But in 2002 I did a public speaking course from Delhi itself, which actually changed my life. Right, which actually changed my life and made me a very, very confident person. Now it was an equal participation of that particular course, my trainer who was really good, and my consistent efforts and practice, and all these things combined, and I became a very good public speaker, I would say. Right, I mean, you can listen about more about that story in my TEDx speech. I'll be sharing the link to you after the class. So what happened was, a public speaking mein to I became very good. Right, but मेरी English अभी भी काम चलाऊ थी. Right, it's again, I'm in college second, third year. I'm very good. I've become very good at public speaking. Confidence आ गया, बिल्कुल आ गया. Debate competitions में भी part लिया. I was winning trophies and all. But English जो थी ना, I knew English काम चलाऊ थी. और मैंने कहा ठीक है यार, I'm okay here. जितनी English आती है, काम चल रहा है मेरा. I was in my comfort zone. And at that point in time, college में there were various groups which were formed around English language, to practice English language. हम कहते हैं ना कि environment नहीं मिलता हमें घर पे, we don't get the environment over here. So let's start a group in the college जहाँ पे हम English सीखेंगे, English में ही बात करेंगे. I just totally ignored that group. I said nah, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. I am very good at public speaking. मेरे को English जितनी आती है, काम चलाऊ. I was in my comfort zone. I'm okay. Now what happened was, now, because of my public speaking skills, I was able to clear the interview, and I was the first one from my batch to get the job. Right, I got a job in Maruti Suzuki. I have done my BTech in mechanical. Right, I moved to IT later on. That's a different story. But I got the first job just because of my comm skills. But when I entered the corporate world in 2005, and when I entered the corporate world, in the first quarter itself, guys. In the first quarter itself, I was exposed. You know why? Just because I was not able to stand up and speak good English, which was matching the standard of the corporates. Abhi tak I was here in my English, right? But what the demand was here. And I already got 2 warnings in the first half. In first 6 months, I got a couple of warnings from my manager that you need to work upon my English. And one warning was in a subtle way. The second warning was very hard. And he told me, he was a nice chap. He told me that, Bhomick, if you want to survive in this industry, if you want to have a long career, a fulfilling career, English is a must. And guys, try to understand. This is 2005, 2006 I'm talking about. And now we are in 2021. Right, so at that point in time, it was so much stress was laid on English language, and that is where मेरे अंदर की जैसे कहते हैं ना दिमाग की बत्ती जली, and that is where the burning desire, the why came clear. And I again reached back to my public speaking trainer and told him that you have a spoken English course as well. Teach me English, teach me spoken English. And that guy, he had a brilliant way to teach English, brilliant way to teach spoken English. And because my rapport was really good, I had a connection of public speaking with him as well. I actually learned in 45 days, I was able to speak fluent English. जो English का level यहाँ पे था, वो यहाँ से भी कहीं ऊपर पहुँच गया. It was there. It was just a matter of 45 days, guys. 45 days, and I bet on that. All right, do you want to know that what happened in those 45 days? How many of you want to know that what happened in those 45 days? What were those techniques? What were those things that I was going through? How many of you want to know what happened in those 45 days? Just write I in the chat box. Just write I. Sure. I'm getting a lot of responses. Thank you so much. All right, I'll be coming to that. Guys. And I'll give you a demo of that particular technique as well. That's very effective. Now, second part here is that is the environment, जो हम usually बोलते हैं. Now, imagine there are 2 families, right? Family 1 में जो अभी बच्चा है, छोटा बच्चा है, वो उसको पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं कहाँ जा रहे हो, right? और दूसरी फैमिली में बच्चे को बोला जाता है where are you going? In first family, बच्चा कहता है कि माँ मेरे को भूख लगी है. The second family में कहता है mom I am hungry. First family में बच्चा कहता है माँ मैं खेलने जा रहा हूँ बाहर. Second family में I'm going outside I'm going to play outside, right? Now just imagine ये दोनों बच्चे अभी 4-4 साल के हैं suppose, ठीक है? अब suppose करो कि इन दोनों को हमने स्कूल छुड़वा दिया, ठीक है? We asked both of these kids to leave the school, and now 15 years later, tell me which of the student will be able to speak fluent English despite of going to the school? Family 1 or family 2? It's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer. Family 2, of course. You know why environment matters? Because continuous repetition makes our ear habitual to what's right and what's wrong. ध्यान से सुनना इस चीज को. ये दूसरा रीजन है जो हम इंग्लिश नहीं सीख पाते एनवायरनमेंट को लेकर. Whenever we speak in English, we talk in English, we converse in English, that's a to and fro things happening. There's a continuous repetition and our ears understand this is right, this is wrong. Okay? And then what happens? How many times it happens to you as well? आपने भी नोटिस किया होगा कि कोई सेंटेंस अगर मैं आपको बोलूं तो you say यार it does not sounds correct, right? इसकी जगह ना ये होना चाहिए. और अगर आपसे पूछा जाए कि ऐसा क्यों होना चाहिए, इसके पीछे रीजन क्या है, you might not know the vocabulary reason, but you just say कि हाँ this sounds correct. ऐसा होता है हमारे साथ. और अगर आप कहते हो ऐसा नहीं होता तो ये देखो, why does they bother you a lot? Why do they bother you a lot? इसमें से कौन सा सेंटेंस करेक्ट है? Do or does? Do वाला या does वाला? Just write in the chat box, guys. Do वाला या does वाला? Do वाला, right? Okay. He did not wrote the test last week. He did not write the test last week. What is right? Right or wrote? Right वाला sentence या wrote वाला sentence? Right वाला. Please revert back or reply back to the email. Please revert or reply to the email. Which one is right? Revert या revert back? Revert या revert back? Just let me know, guys. Revert or revert back? Revert. The woman which works here is from Japan. The woman who works here is from Japan. कौन सा सही है? Which या who? Now tell me, guys, do you actually know the English rules behind this? जो हम बोलते हैं कि हमें grammar के rules नहीं पता, हमें tenses के rules नहीं पता, हमारी vocabulary अच्छी नहीं है, right? The first thing यहाँ पे जो ये why does they bother, उसका जो reason है वो ये है. Does is used for singular form of the subject while do is used to indicate the plural form. अरे भाई हम लोगों ने rules नहीं पढ़ने यहाँ पे. Let's try to understand. We can go that way also. हम rules पढ़ के भी सीख सकते हैं, बिल्कुल सीख सकते हैं. But then if there is a smart way available, why not leverage that? Okay? Why not leverage that? अब lack of environment के लिए क्या करना है? हमें practice करनी है. अब हमें सारे बोल तो देते हैं यार practice करनी है, but practice करनी कैसे है? That is something I tell you. Now you have two options here. Let's start learning all the grammar rules, all the tenses related rules. Over next 3 to 6 months or even 9 months, you will be somewhere good in English. Yes, second point hai, do it my way in the 45 days. And I'm sure you would like to hear out what will be done in those 45 days because I've got your yes in the earlier thing as well. Okay. So, एक चीज जो मैं बिल्कुल बताना चाहूंगा before I talk about my 45 days वाला जो session था उसके बारे में, whenever we introduce ourselves, guys, please हाथ जोड़ के बोल रहा हूं, please do not say myself Bhomick Sen. Please do not use myself before your name while introducing, right? Please, this is the most common mistake I see students doing. Most common mistake. Start with my name is Bhomick. Yeah, I am Bhomick. Yeah, this is Bhomick. This is भी छोड़ो, सबसे यही रखो, my name is Bhomick, I am Bhomick. Myself को 1 मिनट के लिए हिंदी में अगर हम अनुवाद करें तो क्या बनेगा? जैसे हम बोलते हैं कि I did this work myself. I did this work myself. ये काम मैंने खुद किया. Myself का मतलब होता है मैं खुद. Myself का मतलब क्या होता है? मैं खुद, right? तो ये क्या बोलने में अच्छा लगेगा? मैं खुद Bhomick Sen. क्या ये अच्छा लगेगा? No, right? So guys, myself को हटा दो. Please remove it. It's a deadly sin. I must say it's a deadly sin if you use myself before your name. Okay, do not use that. All right. Then the next word is the next common mistake we do is it was a blunder mistake from my side. Guys, या तो blunder होता है या mistake होता है, ठीक है? Now these are some basic errors in the conversation English which I'm telling you that don't use them, but instead use these particular phrases which would help you. Okay, your hairs are looking nice today. Guys, hair के case में ना एक hair को भी hair कहते हैं, बहुत सारे हेयर को भी हेयर कहते हैं. I'm sure you know that, some of you know that, some of you don't, but my responsibility is to correct you on some basic conversational mistakes what we do. Okay, me and my friends went for a party. Guys, जब भी हम लोग collectively बात करते हैं ना किसी भी चीज के बारे में, तो पहले जो collective होता है उसको लेकर आओ, पहले जो ग्रुप होता है उसको एड्रेस करो. It always has a good impression. So my friends and me नहीं, my friends and I went for a party. Okay, let me introduce him. He is my cousin brother. कितनी बारी हम बोलते हैं he is my cousin brother, she is my cousin sister. अरे भाई he या she से पता चल रहा है कि ब्रदर है या सिस्टर है, तो उसको सिर्फ cousin ही बोलो कि he is my cousin. he से अपने आप पता चल रहा है कि हाँ भाई ही है. All right, so these are some of the mistakes. I come to office by walk, I come to office on foot. हम ये बोलते हैं कि I come to office by car, I come to office by bus, I come to office by taxi. लेकिन अगर आप पैदल चल के आते हो तो आप ये नहीं बोलोगे कि I come to office by walk. You say I come to office on foot. Next is very important. One of my friend got a job in Microsoft. Guys, यहाँ पे ये समझना पड़ेगा, one of your friends got a job in Microsoft. One of my friends मतलब कि मेरे बहुत सारे friends हैं, उसमें से एक friend की job लगी है Microsoft. ओके, वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड नहीं, वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड का मतलब मेरा तो एक ही फ्रेंड है और उसी की जॉब लग गई, तो मतलब कि माय फ्रेंड गॉट अ जॉब इन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, राइट. बट यहाँ पे बोलना वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स, मेरे बहुत सारे फ्रेंड्स हैं उसमें से एक. आई रियली लाइक योर ड्रेसिंग सेंस. नो, आई रियली लाइक योर ड्रेस सेंस. दैट्स द राइट वे टू से. ही डिड नॉट वेंट टू द पार्टी लास्ट वीक. नो, ही डिड नॉट गो टू द पार्टी. डिड के साथ हमेशा वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म लगती है. ये रूल्स है, राइट. अब ये रूल्स याद करके अगर हम इसको करेंगे थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है, इसलिए मैं प्रेफर करता हूं अपना 45 डे मेथड. I prefer web series than movies. No, I prefer web series to movies. You prefer something to something else, right? Than use nahi karte. All right, so these were few common conversational mistakes which I just wanted to bring up here. And before we start with the doing it my way 45 days wala technique. So how many of you are excited? Just write I in the chat box, guys. Just write I in the chat box to learn that 45 days technique. Okay, I'm getting a lot of eyes over here. Lot of eyes. Okay. Thank you very much for this prompt response. Okay. अब ध्यान से समझते हैं. हालांकि ये पूरी की पूरी टेक्निक it's there on my YouTube channel as well. I'll be sharing that link. So, but ध्यान से सुनना. This is very effective. And this is the first lesson my trainer taught me back in 2005-06 जब मैं दोबारा से उनके पास गया था इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए. Right? Understand. इस दुनिया में इस दुनिया में 6 लोग होते हैं. इस पूरी दुनिया में there are 6 type of people. Okay, I, ध्यान देना, मैं ये जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज यूज कर रहा हूं इसका भी सिग्निफिकेंस है. ओके, I, you, they, he, she and we. You understand? I'll repeat this. I मतलब मैं, you तुम, they मतलब वह, he ये लड़का, she ये लड़की and we हम सब. ठीक है, इसी को हम बोलते हैं फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन, थर्ड पर्सन. राइट, फर्स्ट पर्सन इज आई एंड वी, सेकंड पर्सन इज यू, थर्ड पर्सन इज ही शी दे. राइट, इसके अंदर इट भी आता है थर्ड पर्सन में, लेकिन अभी हम यहाँ पर लिविंग बीइंग्स की बात कर रहे हैं, हम इट की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. राइट, तो हम इट की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम सिर्फ लिविंग बीइंग्स की बात कर रहे हैं. अभी तक क्लियर है? राइट, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. नाउ वी अंडरस्टैंड that there are 6 kind of people in this world, and then we also know that there are 12 type of tenses. Right, there are 12 type of tenses. We understand present, past, future तीन होते हैं और हर एक के 4 होते हैं. राइट, प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट विच इज सिंपल प्रेजेंट, प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस विच इज कोई चीज कंटिन्यूटी में है, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट जिसके अंदर एक पास्ट का थोड़ा सा फ्लेवर आता है, एंड देन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस, एंड सेम इज रिपीटेड फॉर पास्ट एंड फ्यूचर. अभी तक जिसको क्लियर है जस्ट राइट आई. अभी तक जिसको क्लियर है जस्ट राइट आई. It is simple, right? Okay, now what we'll be doing here is we will be combining these 12 tenses with these 6 type of people. Okay, combining मतलब add नहीं करेंगे, multiply करेंगे. Okay, क्या करेंगे, इन 12 tenses को इन 6 लोगों के साथ multiply कर देंगे, और verb क्या use करेंगे, play. Verb क्या use करेंगे, play. बने रहना मेरे साथ, just be with me guys, bear with me here because this is gonna be an eye opener technique for you guys. Okay, now कैसे करेंगे, ध्यान से देखना. हमने verb क्या use किया, play. Now we talk about simple present. I play, you play, they play, he plays. कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि हमें नहीं समझ में आता कि he के साथ play लगेगा या plays लगेगा, she के साथ play लगेगा या plays लगेगा, हमें नहीं समझ में आता, right? He plays, she plays, we play. मैं खेलता हूं, तुम खेलते हो, वह खेलता है, यह खेलता है, यह लड़की खेलती है, हम सब खेलते हैं, ठीक है? ये सिंपल प्रेजेंट हो गया। अब आई बात प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस की, मतलब कि समथिंग विच इज गोइंग ऑन। आई एम प्लेइंग, यू आर प्लेइंग, दे आर प्लेइंग, ही इज प्लेइंग, शी इज प्लेइंग, वी आर प्लेइंग। ओके, आर यू गेटिंग दैट? सो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि मैं अभी खेल रहा हूं, अभी करंटली मैं खेल रहा हूं, तुम खेल रहे हो, वह खेल रही है, ये खेल रहा है, ये लड़की खेल रही है, हम सब खेल रहे हैं। ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस। प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट, गाइस परफेक्ट को समझते हैं, परफेक्ट में ना हमेशा एक पास्ट का फ्लेवर आता है, चाहे बेशक हम प्रेजेंट टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं या फ्यूचर टेंस की बात कर रहे हैं, एक पास्ट का ना फ्लेवर आता है परफेक्ट, जब ये परफेक्ट वर्ड आता है। ओके, लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। आई हैव प्लेड, ठीक है, आज सुबह में खेल चुका हूं, हम आज की ही बात कर रहे हैं, हम आज की ही बात कर रहे हैं, बट आई हैव प्लेड, मैं आज खेल चुका हूं, ठीक है? सो आई हैव प्लेड, यू हैव प्लेड, दे हैव प्लेड, ही हैज प्लेड, शी हैज प्लेड, वी हैव प्लेड, ठीक है? नाउ प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस, मतलब कि present, sorry, this is present perfect continuous, that's a typo error over here, it's a present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous में क्या होता है कि जो चीज present में कुछ टाइम से चली आ रही है और अभी भी चल रही है। For example, I have been teaching you guys for last 1 hour, right? So I have been playing since morning, मैं सुबह से खेल रहा हूं, मैं आज सुबह से खेल रहा हूं और अभी भी खेल रहा हूं। So that is a present perfect continuous. Okay, I have been playing since morning, you have been playing since morning, they have been playing since morning, he has been playing since morning, she has been playing since morning, we have been playing since morning. All right, present tense में किसी को दिक्कत तो या क्लियर है, सब कुछ क्लियर है तो just write clear in the chat box, just write clear in the chat box guys. Clear, ठीक है? किसी को भी कोई भी दिक्कत है तो they can raise the hand and unmute. Okay, can you tell about perfect? Yes, I'll do that. Okay, once again, ठीक है, मैं फिर से बताता हूँ। All right, so guys, perfect में क्या होता है? perfect में ना एक past का flavor आता है, हालांकि हम बात आज की ही कर रहे हैं, हम बात आज के दिन की ही कर रहे हैं, we are talking about today, but today something that happened today morning, और अगर अभी रात है तो कुछ अगर शाम को हुआ था या आज दोपहर को कुछ हुआ था, तो उसकी बात जब हम करते हैं तो परफेक्ट टेंस आता है और उसमें ये हैव और हैज लगते हैं, राइट? आई हैव प्लेड, मतलब कि आई हैव प्लेड, अगर अभी दोपहर हो रही है, राइट? तो मैं अगर सुबह खेला था तो आई हैव प्लेड, मैं सुबह खेला था आज, राइट? और अगर मैं सुबह से खेलता हुआ आ रहा हूं और अभी भी खेल रहा हूं तो आई हैव बीन प्लेइंग सिंस मॉर्निंग, ठीक है, कि मैं सुबह से खेलता हुआ आ रहा हूं। This is present perfect continuous. Okay, now we move to the next tense, which is past tense. अब past tense में भी सेम चीज होगी, simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous, right? Simple past क्या होगा? I played. अब इसमें क्या हुआ? I played मतलब मैं कल खेला था, मैं परसों खेला था, मैं उस दिन खेला था, right? बहुत पहले आप पहुंच गए। तो I played, you played, they played, he played, she played, we played. Okay, past continuous। अब मैं कल की बात कर रहा हूं कि yesterday I was playing all day, yesterday I was playing all day, तो past भी आ गया और continuous भी आ गया कि मैं continuously play ही कर रहा था, मैंने और कुछ नहीं किया, मैं continuously पूरा दिन खेलता रहा या खेलती रही, right? I was playing, you were playing, they were playing, he was playing, she was playing, we were playing, right? Next is past perfect. Okay, past perfect मतलब I had played, मैं कल की बात कर रहा हूं जो बीत चुका है, ठीक है? यही अगर मैं आज सुबह की बात कर रहा होता तो क्या होता? I have played, लेकिन मैं कल सुबह की बात कर रहा हूं तो क्या आया है? I had played, you had played, they had played, he had played, she had played, we had played. अब past perfect continuous, guys, apologies for this typo over here, this is past perfect continuous. I had been playing since morning, अब मैं कल जो बीत चुका है उसकी बात कर रहा हूं कि कल मैं सुबह से ही खेल रहा था, कल जो बीत चुका है मैं सुबह से ही खेल रहा था और पूरा दिन खेलता रहा, तो I had been playing since morning, you had been playing since morning, they had been playing since morning, he had been playing since morning, she had been playing since morning, we had been playing since morning. I hope you are getting that right. Okay, so past में किसी को दिक्कत और अगर clear है तो just write clear, guys, just write clear, just write clear in the chat box, guys. Yes, all right, I can see a lot many clears over here, ठीक है? Okay, now coming to future, मतलब कि जो कल आने वाला है, ठीक है? सिंपल फ्यूचर क्या होगा? आई विल प्ले, मैं कल खेलूंगा, यू विल प्ले, दे विल प्ले, ही विल प्ले, शी विल प्ले, वी विल प्ले, हम सब कल खेलेंगे, ठीक है? कल, अब आई विल बी प्लेइंग, कल आई विल बी प्लेइंग दिस मैच, tomorrow I will be playing this match. ठीक है, I will be playing. ठीक है, कल I will be playing मतलब continuity में मैं कुछ काम कर रहा हूँगा. I'll be playing, you'll be playing, they'll be playing, he'll be playing, she'll be playing, we will be playing. Okay. Next is future perfect. अब इसको ध्यान से समझना guys. अब इसमें क्या हो रहा है, फ्यूचर में पास्ट का एक थोड़ा सा सेंस आ रहा है, थोड़ा सा फ्लेवर आ रहा है. ये क्या कह रहा है, I will have played. मतलब क्या हुआ, ये यूज कहां पर होता है. सपोज करो कि आप मेरे को कहते हो कि मैं आपसे कल 2 बजे मिलने आऊंगा. ठीक है, आप मेरे को कहते हो कि मैं आपसे कल 2 बजे मिलने आऊंगा. तो मैं आपको कहता हूं अच्छा 2 बजे, ठीक है, आई विल हैव प्लेड बाय दैट टाइम. मैं तब तक खेल चुका हूंगा. मैं बात फ्यूचर की भी कर रहा हूं, लेकिन फ्यूचर में वो 2 बजे के रेफरेंस से मैं पास्ट में पहुंच गया कि मैं, आप 2 बजे मेरे पास आओगे, 2 बजे से पहले मैं खेल चुका हूंगा. सो आई विल हैव प्लेड बाय दैट टाइम. यू गॉट माय पॉइंट. ये फ्यूचर परफेक्ट समझ में आ रहा है. ओके, so ये future perfect समझ में आ रहा है guys. Just write yes if you are getting this, you are following me, because this is very important. कल 2 बजे जब तुम मेरे घर पे आओगे, तब मैं खाना खा चुका हूंगा. I will have sorry guys, just a minute. All right. So कल जब तुम मेरे घर पे आओगे, तब तक मैं खाना खा चुका हूंगा. So tomorrow when you will come to my place at 2, I will have eaten. I will have eaten the food. ठीक है. इसी तरह से future continuous. Future continuous में क्या होगा, I will have been playing since morning. कल दोपहर को जब तुम मेरे घर आओगे, कल दोपहर को जब तुम मेरे घर आओगे, तो I will have been playing since morning. मतलब कि मैं 2 बजे भी खेल रहा हूंगा. मैं खेल चुका नहीं हूंगा, मैं खेल रहा हूंगा. So इसमें क्या होगा, I will have been playing since morning, you will have been playing since morning, they will have been playing since morning, he will have been playing since morning, she will have been playing since morning, and we will have been playing since morning. Now guys, this forum is open to you to tell me your feedback कि इसमें क्या आपको अभी कुछ डाउट्स है, कुछ क्लियर नहीं हुआ है, तो feel free to ask via chat box. I'm all ears. The chat box is open guys. I'm all ears. या सब कुछ क्लियर है तो लिख दो क्लियर. Clear, very nice. Clear, very nice. Okay, very good, very good. I'm getting a lot of clears over here, guys. If you have any issues, any doubts, you can ask me. Feel free, because this is really important. This is something which will form the base of your learning English in that 45 days technique.
Sir, Pranav here. Can I ask something?
Sure, Pranav, go ahead.
So, sir, like if I have to say like कल तक मैं वो काम कर चुका हूँगा, like if the future perfect thing, so how will I translate it in English? Like, can you do it once for me?
Yeah, tomorrow, Pranav, when you will come to my home, I will have done that. I will have done my work. I will have done my work. अब इसमें क्या लगा, will have, will ने future बताया, have ने बताया perfect है, और done जो verb की जो third form लगी है यहाँ पे, that is where it will be forming this particular sentence.
Okay, thank you, sir. Got it.
ठीक है. So guys, see, इसके अलावा, I mean, there is no time, apart from past, present and future. इसके अलावा कोई और time नहीं होता, right? And इन 6 लोगों के अलावा और कोई लोग नहीं होते जिनके बारे में हम बात करते हैं. Now, these are 6 people we talked about, and we multiplied them with 12 tenses. So total कितने sentences बने? 72. Okay, 72 sentences. Now let me tell you advantages of this particular technique. अभी chat box में मेरे से किसी ने personally message करके बोला कि sir, I always get confused between has and have, कि मेरे को नहीं समझ में आता has लगेगा, have लगेगा. This technique will solve you. Will solve that problem. Concept clarity on first person, second person, third person. This technique gives you. Subject and verb agreement, कि अगर आपका subject जो है वो singular है तो verb भी singular होना चाहिए. Subject plural है तो verb भी plural होना चाहिए. That is where the has have की दिक्कत, is MR की दिक्कत जो होती है आती है. This technique teaches you that. Which form to use when this technique will tell you. Command, you'll have the command on tenses, you'll have command on fluency, and you'll have command on correctness. Now, but how? Right? किस तरह से? Your first target would be to speak these 72 sentences in 60 seconds. क्या बात कर रहे हो sir? 72 sentences in 60 seconds. Now, how many of you are here who can take this challenge? I will have I'm having a gift for those people as well who are ready to take that challenge and will be sending me their videos doing that. These 72 sentences, ये 72 sentences तो हमें पता है, right? 72 sentences complete in 60 seconds, and you will be having a good takeaway from my side. And you need to do practice, practice, and practice. Now, जब मैं इसी टेक्निक को हम लोग इस टेक्निक को कैसे आगे इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे, ये तो सिर्फ 72 sentences है. We'll be replacing the verb play with other verbs. For example, अब देखो verbs की first, second, third form में ही दिक्कत आती है हमें, right? उसी को cater करने के लिए what we'll do is we'll replace play with study. I study, you study, they study, he studies, she studies, we study. I'm studying, you are studying, they are studying, he is studying, she is studying, we are studying. I have studied, you have studied, they have studied, he has studied, she has studied, we have studied. Right? So इस तरह से जब आप इन 72 sentences को अलग-अलग verbs के साथ use करेंगे, तो आपका verb का first, second, third form अपने आप sorted हो जाएगा. Now, because you are repeating these 72 words time and again, आपके दिमाग के अंदर ये attunement अपने आप बैठ जाएगी कि has, have कब use करना है, is, am, are कब use करना है. And that is where your ears will be listening to them repeated number of times कि कल को जब आप गलती करोगे ना, आपको पता चल जाएगा कि नहीं यार यहाँ मैंने गलत बोला है, it should be has या it should be have. Right? And then what we'll be doing, we'll be replacing, we'll be having some more sentences with could, with should, with interrogative sentences, and a lot more to come for this English speaking course, right? And that is where you'll be able to speak correct and fluent and impressive English. Now, just for your knowledge, I was able to complete these 72 sentences in 50 seconds, 50, right? So I do have, but the verb use was go. तो वो एक आसान verb था. Play के साथ हो सकता है थोड़ा time लग जाए, 60 seconds, 55 seconds, 60 seconds we might be able to do. But I need, I'm hoping that you are part of the WhatsApp group as well, right? So just write in the WhatsApp group, post this, who wants to take that challenge, and I would urge each one of you to take that challenge, guys. 60 seconds में 72 sentences को आप अगर बोल पाए, उसके बाद it would be a cakewalk for you when you attend the main course as far as spoken English is concerned. And this is the technique which changed my life. I still remember college में public speaking करने के बाद जब मेरी English काम चलाऊसी थी, you know, I had a job offer from a BPO. Okay, उस time BPO नए आए थे. I had that job offer from a BPO who were ready to pay me, 16,000 or 20,000. And that point in time, it was a huge money, right? But when my father told me, ki, Mickey, my nickname is Mickey, ki, Mickey, go and do this job. Why don't you apply for this job? It's just, spending some hours a day. I said, Papa, I can't do that. I don't feel confident in speaking English. And that was the fact, guys. I mean, imagine a person who has done all his schooling from an English medium school, right? College doing it from an English medium school, good in public speaking, and English was kaam chalao. He was missing out on that opportunity, right? And this is the technique which changed all my life. It entirely transformed as far as English is concerned, right? And I'm still, having the returns on that particular investment, what I did. Right, there were two good investments I made in my career. One was attending that public speaking course in 2002, and second was attending the spoken English course by the same trainer in 2006. Right, so these were the two best investments I did. Now, with that, guys, thank you so much for have spent your precious time over there, and I hope I was able to do justice to your time by giving you value over here. Now, I would like to introduce this course, which is Communicate to Captivate, right? This Communicate to Captivate, practically speaking, in conjunction with Ahmedabad University, is coming up with this course, which is called Communicate to Captivate. And these are the things what you'll be learning. You'll be learning spoken English technique for fluency and correct English. That's an advanced part of it. We will help you address the common mistakes in spoken English, in day-to-day conversational English. What are the common words and phrases that need to be replaced for day-to-day conversation? Agar aap ek bolte ho ki I'm very happy, you can also say I'm very delightful today, right? So we will be telling you those common phrases and words that needs to be replaced and what needs to be entered in that, instead of those small words. How to introduce yourself with an impact, how to keep a conversation going, how to start a conversation with anyone, how to keep that going, how to convince others to your point of view, how to level up your game on public speaking. Very, very, very important, guys. Mindset hacks to overcome stage fright. दोस्तों कहा जाता है public speaking का डर मौत के डर से भी ज्यादा बड़ा होता है, right? It is told, but I will tell you some mindset hacks which helped me to overcome my stage fright, and it actually worked wonders for all of the students who have actually done that. उसके बाद I'll tell you a 4-layer framework which help you to ace any public speaking occasion. एक ऐसा 4-layer framework मैं आपको बताऊंगा, चाहे आपको प्रेजेंटेशन देनी है, चाहे आपको इंटरव्यू में जाना है, चाहे आपको एक पब्लिक स्पीकिंग देनी है, लार्ज ऑडियंस को एड्रेस करना है, या फिर एक सिंगल 1-to-1 बात करनी है. If you apply that 4-level framework, success is all yours. Success will be all yours. This is time tested method based on all my experience of public speaking over the years. This 4-layer framework is what I have come up with. Then I'll be talking about global framework. देखो सबसे मुश्किल चीज डिलीवरी तो होती ही है, स्पीच की डिलीवरी करनी है, लेकिन उससे पहले होता है स्पीच को लिखना, स्पीच को एक स्ट्रक्चर देना. I'll be talking about, guys, some global frameworks over here which have been certified by all the greatest public speakers in the world. Okay, some global frameworks to write structured speeches on any topics in the world. I'll give you some 6 to 7 frameworks, and you tell me any topic in this world, you will be able to actually cater and actually write those speeches using any of these frameworks, right? That will actually lie in the category of some of the frameworks what I'll be telling you. I'll be telling you about 3 P's of public speaking, that is prepare, practice, and present. How should you prepare, how you should practice, and how you should present, right? Powerful presentation, guys. One thing is for sure, you all would be professionals in some due course of time, right? In a couple of years or some time from now. PowerPoint presentations, अगर आपने इसके साथ दोस्ती कर ली, अगर if you become an expert in PPT, right, the world cannot stop you. Especially in the presentation part, the world cannot stop you. How to use your body language to produce an impact, how to deal with the audiences के tough questions से कैसे deal किया जाए, audiences को involve कैसे किया जाए, कैसे make sure किया जाए कि audience आपकी बात समझ रही है और वो आपको एक अच्छे speaker की तरह देख रही है. And at the last, we'll be having a public speaking competition, and the winner would be given a wonderful prize. That is not to be disclosed right now. That will be disclosed in the main course. And of course, we'll be doing a lot of practice, guys. A lot of practice. Now, this is something which we usually don't do, but a lot of practice is what is required. आप लोगों ने कभी एक बतख को तैरते हुए देखा है? एक बतख, एक डक को तैरते हुए देखा है? कितना smoothly, she just swims so smoothly, right? But उसी स्मूथ तैरने के नीचे होता है उसके पैर पता कितनी तेज चल रहे होते हैं. That is the practice, that is the effort. So similarly, you also have to do that practice in order to deliver a smooth, a world-class presentation, guys. So practice is really important. Okay, so coming to this point, just a minute. Yeah, so what all is included in the main course. There will be 5 modules, right? And we'll be having 5 sessions. And each session would be 60 to 70 minutes each. Okay, each session would be 60 to 70 minutes each, and the total cost of this program outside of Ahmedabad University, what we conduct, right, is 10,000 rupees, right? That's the investment you make. But now today we give you this Ahmedabad University special. This would be a group training, and it would cost you 2,500 per head, guys. So go on and register. Hrideep would be sharing the payment links over the WhatsApp group. If you're not part of WhatsApp group, you can write in the chat box and we'll get you added over there. You can leave your number in the chat box, or probably Hrideep, if you can put in the group link on the WhatsApp, that would be really nice. And he would be sharing more details on the payment link and all those details on the WhatsApp group, guys. Now, guys, just let me know one thing. Opportunities are like sunrises. Okay, if you wait too long, you will miss them. Okay, nothing is worse than missing an opportunity that could have changed your life. Now, for this particular course, we are just asking an investment of 2,500. Now, back in 2001, 2002, when I did my public speaking course, I gave 5,000 rupees at that point in time. That was a big amount of money for me personally, I would say. But I made that investment and I'm still reaping the results out of it, the returns out of it. I'm still reaping. I got my first job in the campus interview just because of my communication skills. Today, I have taken more than 500 interviews. I've given many interviews. I know the tips and tricks of interviews. I know, how to speak in front of public just because of this public speaking course, guys. All right. So don't wait, guys. The best investment you make is the one you make in yourself. That is the last leaving thoughts I would like you to to take your leave with, guys. I hope it was a wonderful session, and feel free to ask any queries, any questions you have on the WhatsApp group. I think Hrideep has shared the link on the WhatsApp link on the chat for the WhatsApp group. You can join using that particular link, guys. I hope it was a really insightful sessions. And now this forum is open for question and answers, guys, or any of your feedback.
Yeah, guys, just one last thought from my end as well. In terms of the way forward, we are going to be, firstly, if you've not joined the WhatsApp group, I've put the link in the chat. So please join it, because that's where all the details are going to be shared. We're going to be putting the payment link on the WhatsApp group, and a couple of members from our team will be reaching out to you all over call individually just to understand your feedback on the session. So please be kind to answer that call and just give your honest feedback as well in a one-to-one setting. And the last, and if you have any questions now on the WhatsApp group, either ways, feel very, very open in terms of you contacting us. I'll just leave all with one last thought. I completely relate to being a college student. And if you're confused about what you need to do, not today, but in life, if the fact that you've taken up any other course as such and you feel like, main to BBA pad raha hu, but I don't really know what I want to do in life as such, the easiest and the safest and the best option to take is to pursue a skill which you can apply almost anywhere, regardless of what you choose to do. And communication skills are at the forefront of that. It's personally benefited and impacted the lives of Bhomick and myself, which is why we do this in the first place. So that's it. That's the final thought I'll leave you with. And we'll close this particular group now, unless any of you all have any questions. Bhomick and I are hanging back for the next 5 minutes or so. But feel free to get in touch at any point. Putting the payment link on the WhatsApp chat, and my team will be reaching out to you over call as well.
And guys, just a last thing from my side. If we can have the feedback here, I mean, Hrideep and his team would be reaching out to you on one-to-one basis as well. It would be nice to have your thoughts listed on the chat box. I would love that. I would love that feedback if it comes from your side. So the chat box is open for you all. Feel free to drop in with your feedback, guys, or any questions. All right, I'm getting a couple of personal messages here. Okay.
I think Bhomick, it's cool. I think we can close this particular link and let everyone reach out to us over WhatsApp.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, and have a nice day and a nice life. Thank you.